Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to introduce Avner Dorman, one of the most brilliant composers today, who, on the spur of the moment, incredibly quickly, agreed to write a piece for us and delivered it literally in no time. Avner, we're so grateful for you doing this. It really was fantastic. And we're right now in midst of rehearsals. We're recording this as we're rehearsing your piece and really having a great time. So,
Great.
welcome to virtual Chicago.
Thank you, and I'm so pleased you asked me to do it. We've known each other for so long, and never got to write anything for you. So this was like the perfect phone call.
Let's hope this is first of many.
Yes.
Avner and I both come from Israel, and the last time we saw each other in person was a beautiful breakfast on Rothschild Boulevard in Tel Aviv. And we said back then that we should work together. Sometimes dreams take quite a bit of time to realize, but here we are. Avner, why don't you tell us a little bit about this piece? What brought you to writing it? What's the inspiration?
This piece had a interesting. So you said I wrote it in no time, but really it was when you called. I said, you told me about what the concert is, if you remember, and I said, I have this. I had written a piece inspired by a beautiful painting by Reuven Rubin that was for piano four hands, and this seemed to me like when you described this concert of Jewish music and something that would be celebratory and kind of a dance, an exciting dance. I was like, this feels to me like this might be the right piece to adapt. And I was really thrilled that you liked it, and that I love this painting by Reuven Rubin. There's something about it. It expresses this sort of like sort of in one way ecstatic dancing and a lot of like faith and something almost mystical, and yet they're a little bit sad too. So it feels very Jewish. It feels very authentic. And of course, the ensemble. This is the interesting thing. The ensemble that you have is it's the famous Messiaen Quartet for the End of Time, which is a piece, of course, that I love and admire. But I've always thought about it that it's kind of a Jewish ensemble. You have a violin and you have a clarinet, and it's kind of like this is gonna. And Messiaen doesn't write any Jewish music in the quartet at all. So I thought, this might be like exactly what the doctor ordered. Maybe that's the wrong joke right now. But I thought this would really, like, the piece could take another direction and another sort of like another point of view at the same sort of melody. And also the way this piece works is kind of this Hasidic melody, but there's always another melody that's kind of like it's kind of like evil sister, like from another planet that doesn't quite fit. So I thought again with the clarinet and the violin together, kind of like swap who is the real Hasidic and who is kind of the shadow of that Hasidic. So yeah, it kind of felt just when we talked on the phone, it was just like this is going to be the piece. And I'm glad you agreed.
No, it really seems to be the perfect work for us. And I don't think this was not an appropriate joke. Let's hope this piece brings the joy and the healing. Why not? This is perfectly what is ordered right now. So we can't wait to play it, and we can't wait to share it with our public, both in person and online, and to show it to you, of course.
Yes, I very much. I was telling you this was the other serendipitous element here that you called me, and I've been listening to your recent recording of the Peteris Vasks, several pieces, but especially the piano quartet, and it was just like I kind of had your playing, and I think Angela is also on the recording.
Yes.
Like I almost feel like I'd been living with the ensemble, at least half of your ensemble, for a while. I was listening to it almost every day the week before you were calling. And it just felt like, I kind of knew exactly, I kind of felt very close, even though we're, 1,500 miles away from you right now. Yeah.
Well, let's look forward to the day when we don't have to be that far.
Yes.
And we can't wait to have you here in Chicago with us. For now, I say thank you
Yeah. Thank you.
and see you soon.